Cool. Uh, Great. Amazing, everyone. Welcome again for this post token sale AMA session. And this is the last AMA session that we are doing before the listing times. So tomorrow, as we have planned, we are listing at 3:30 Central European time. We are also getting some messages from certain people, including some of our investors, if it's possible to postpone the listing, given the market situations that we have now. But we haven't taken any decision yet. We are still discussing with Mantra DAO. But I think like we will list it tomorrow because we don't know exactly how the market conditions will be even in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Probably the sentiments are still weak and it will be that way. So I don't think like it's going to change. And if really dump is going to happen, then it will happen sooner or later. So changing the date is not logical to me. But still, we have to consider the emotions and consider the point of view of everybody. At the same time, we have to process the information with our own intelligence. So we are just trying to think about all the possibilities. So before we go ahead with some of the questions that I wanted to make certain things very clear. Just on the day of the token sale, everybody must have received an email saying that we have changed certain terms and conditions in the white paper. So we had a very last moment meeting with our lawyers, and they informed us certain things which even they didn't know that it existed actually in the laws. Because in France, we have regulations for cryptocurrencies. It's very well regulated. At the same time, it's quite stringent in so many ways. For example, the KYC AML laws are very strict, very strict. Anybody who is making an investment of more than $10,000 are supposed to go through not just their name and ID card and passports, but they should also give us their bank statements, prove the source of income. So it's very strict. So we had a lot of work behind the scene to make sure that we are compliant with all the rules and regulations of AMF, which is SEC of France. So this was one thing. And then we came to the discussion of the taxation. And then we came to know like there are two things here as we need to know, or probably which we will not observe it during the token sale. According to French regulations, token sale is considered as a revenue, not as a crowdfunding. Because typically what happens, we can go to GoFundMe or this kind of websites to raise funds. And that is considered as, like a crowdfunding, which is accepted by the law. But here in the case of cryptocurrencies, it's not crowdfunding. It's revenue of the company because they consider this as a prepayment for your products. So it is subjected to number one, income tax, which is also corporate tax in another way. Number two, the value added tax, the VAT that we need to pay. So these are like two different taxation, like direct taxation and indirect taxation. So our lawyers said, like you are supposed to pay 28% corporate tax on the whole money that you are raising, plus 20% of VAT tax on the money that you are raising. We were literally shocked. We didn't know what we have to do because this is too much. This is too much. We are not raising funds for the government, we are raising funds for the project. And we were thinking like what we have to do and how we can do it. But lucky for us, we have young innovative company status from French government, which will give us 100% corporate tax rebate on the first year of making the taxes, first year of making the profits, which happens to be this year. So we don't have to worry about those 28% of the income tax. We are not paying that. Completely the funds will be with us. We are exempted from that one, which is a very good news. But the second thing, we had a problem concerning this payment of value added tax, because this is something which you cannot duck. But paying 20%, it's too much. For $3 million, it's almost like $600,000. $600,000. It's a massive amount of money. It's a kind of like 1 year or 1.5 years of runways for a company. And this was totally unacceptable. And we asked the lawyer like why this rule is there and how we can avoid it. He said because we are accepting the payments of for the products and services of BCUBE using the BCUBE token, it becomes on par with euro or US dollars or anything. It is treated as a currency. So then it is 100% sure that it's a prepayment for the product. So in order to eliminate this possibility, we just asked the lawyer, like, is it possible, like if we remove this one from the white paper now and just keep the use case of the BCUBE tokens as a staking and you get something in return to it. But there is no actual money transaction going on. Like you're not giving, we are not taking anything. We're just getting a benefit for the staking. And lawyer said like, yes, in this way, yes, you can avoid the VAT tax. And how legislation will see this one is before you are making your token sale, before you have started your token sale, this has to be changed and this has to be notified to all the investors. This is how it works, because this version of the white paper will be considered for the regulations. And what happens after that, it doesn't matter. But on the day of sale, the state of white paper is very, very, very important. So having this as a base, we had to remove the utility of the token being a payment, which we can again bring it back, after the token sale is finished or something, because then regulations are not there. But before that, of course, we need to take care of this one. So only for this reason, we have taken it out. But now token sale is finished. So I can say what I want to say. Before that, I could not even actually clarify this one because that's the regulation and that's how it works. So we will be bringing it back. Probably like next week or something, it will be back in the white paper that BCUBE can also be used for paying for products and services that will be on our platform. It's not just for bot, it's not just for educational purposes. We will have numerous use cases, n number of use cases for BCUBE tokens. For everything, you can use it as payments and services. So this is what I just wanted to make it like very, very clear to people, like why we changed it at the last moment. And second important thing that people need to know, or you need to know, even if you're not asking me, like in the white paper, we have removed the token address in the newer version on the same day when we were going to the sale. We did this one because I don't want to take their name. One person from Australia, one person from Russia, who are trying to create the bots on the previous day of the token sale for buying all the tokens that was available. And we detected that one from their IP address. And we had like very good protection before itself, thinking someone might do this one. And we just wanted to be transparent to everybody to show them our token address and contract address, team wallet, everything. But that was, that was a bad thing, I think, because being too much transparent is also bad sometimes. That's what we learned it now. And that was not good. It was kind of backfiring us because someone were trying to actually send the money directly to the wallet to get the tokens. It gets registered. Although you can have a kind of limit for smart contracts, like we had a limit of 25,000, 10,000, we had a limit. So even if they're sending more than that, probably they cannot get more than what they are sending. But it's a big headache for us because we have to send the money back to us, which will be a problem because in smart contracts, the money can come inside, but it cannot go out. There is no callback option here. So it can be maybe done but it's too complicated and we don't want these complications now at this point of time. So for this purpose, actually, we removed everything from the white paper so that someone will not try to do the same thing during the public sale. This is what many people were even scared before we went to public sale round or even the private round. Like what if bots buys everything? So this problem was there and it was real, but we were prepared for it. And this is how we could detect it, like which was the client and which was the wallet number which was trying to do this. And we got them in our KYC list. These two people, they were banned forever. They were not allowed to participate even after that. But they were giving some very kind of like different justification, but we were not satisfied with that one. There was an attempt actually to do something which was not right in our opinion, because everybody have to go through the front end of the website properly, like call your funds, and you need to do it like that because you have all done it in the same way. I did it in the same way because I participated in the seed round myself, $24,800. I invested in the same way. So I want everybody also to invest in the same way, not to be too smart
Absolutely.
and doing, like sending the money and doing such things.
Absolutely.
And for those reasons, like we removed this token address and everything from the white paper. But now the token sale is finished, and now we can put it back. Of course, we will be putting all these things back now, and everybody will be getting the token address. So tomorrow, everybody can claim your tokens from 3 o'clock, 30 minutes CEST time on your dashboard itself, because there'll be a button which will be appearing by name claim. You just have to click that, and you will be able to see it also, like this week how much are you getting, next week how much are you getting. Every details will be there and you can claim it. But you have to pay the gas fees. So it's left to you, like if your bag is too big and if you can afford that $20, $30, or depending on the Ethereum network fees, if you're ready to claim it by paying that, you can always do that. Otherwise, you can also claim it like once in a month or once in 2 months, or when all the vesting is finished. It's totally left to you. But the button will be available to you from tomorrow itself. You can claim it at any given point of time and anytime you want it. So these are the two important clarifications that I wanted to keep it in front of you. Now I will be open to any other questions you have concerning tomorrow or concerning the use case or anything. I would love to take your questions.
So you actually blacklisted those two wallets or those two addresses, right? IP
Correct.
addresses which were trying to write and the
Correct.
users. But there could be numerous other users who actually might try to do the same thing because the wallet, because the contract is already with them, right? So what is our contract? So what is your strategy to actually uh, to stop them actually for the same kind of strategy if someone else tries to do it?
Well, the token sale is finished now, and nobody can do anything now. It's all finished. In case if they send any funds to smart contracts now, it will be in the smart contract forever because we cannot call the funds ourselves. If they are sending the money to the wallet of the team, of course, we will have access to that fund, and I will see to that they will never get that fund, and I will use that fund. Let them go to any court, then I know what to answer to them.
Got it. So is there any strategy to stop the bots tomorrow?
That's a good question, actually. I will be very open about it. There are some services which gives the so-called protection against the sniper bots. That's how they call it, as the sniper bots. But I had discussion with two of the companies which is providing this service. What they are saying is like we have to add the liquidity to Uniswap, and immediately after adding the liquidity, we need to make the first transaction ourselves by adding Ethereum liquidity. So what they are saying is like actually we have to pump the tokens in a fake way ourselves. And then these bots, which is there looking for 10x gains or something, it will feel like, okay, the token is already up by 5x or 10x. So let me just let it go. And how they will come to know, because they are watching the Ether scan, which is the new token that got listed and which is in the circulation now. That's how they will come to know, it seems. But I think like, look, if I have to pump the tokens myself using my own money for 5x or 6x, and afterwards, anyway, it's going to dump when people are selling it, then I didn't really get the point, like why we have to hire them to do the same thing what Sniperbots is doing themselves. So there is no real protection as such. The only way that can be done probably is if bot is buying a lot at the first, it will pump the token for sure. Then some people will sell it. So it has to come down a little bit. So that's the only logic. Otherwise, as far as protection itself is concerned, I don't think so. There is no any credible answer. Another service provider whom I spoke to from Russia, he explained me also in a similar way, but a little different way. He said like after adding liquidity, they will have their set of Ethereum miners with them. So they will inform these Ethereum miners to give the priority for BCUBE tokens tomorrow for making these transactions to happen very fast. So in this way, like they will create more buying pressure. It's a mix of both contacting the miners plus doing market making. So again, even this is a kind of like fake pump. They want to, like do it. And they were asking like, how much pump would you like to see? Like 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, 10x or something. And then so much of money is necessary to pump this one. So, but I was thinking like, should we have to fake pump our token just to escape from the sniper bots? But if we are not doing sniper bots, is doing that one. So what's the whole point in doing that one actually? So I didn't really get that point. You are actually not shooting you. Somebody is about to shoot you in the head, but instead of them shooting you, what you are doing is you are shooting yourself. So I didn't really feel it's logical to do it. So for those reasons, actually, we don't have protection if that is the answer to your question is. But I think even if the solution is existing, like what these people are proposing, I don't think that's the real solution also.
Okay, got it.
If someone is speaking, actually, your mic is, I think, okay.
Unmute. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure. I hear you now.
Hi, Guru. Sorry, I'm fairly new to all of this. I mean, I've kind of played around on Kraken, and what I've learned so far, hanging around with you guys has been pretty amazing and quite intense, to be honest with you. But just in terms of the tomorrow, so if I don't touch my tokens and I just leave them, is that cool? Is that okay too? I mean, till what, 4 months, isn't it, or something?
Absolutely, it's fine.
Yeah,
because every single wallet is attached to the same smart contract from which the token is coming. So it is kind of like allocated to you, like in your wallet address. So even after 100 years, it's absolutely safe because that's how blockchain works.
Yeah.
So you don't need to claim anything tomorrow or even next week or something like that. You can claim it even like after several months or even in 1 year or something. But that is definitely there for you as long as you have the same wallet address and you have the wallet keys for that.
Okay, perfect. That's what I'm going to do.
Definitely.
Going back, sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Zebi. Go ahead. Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. Please.
How about now? It's better?
Oh, yeah. Now it's unmuted.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, by you guys setting up the 8.3% per week, that'll at least prevent us from crashing the market then. Is that probably a safe assumption, would you say? It's only the bots are able to crash the market, not us? Because even if we decide to sell 8.3%, it's not enough to really negatively impact in a big way, I'd assume.
Absolutely. Actually, bots will not be able to crash the tokens. Let me just make you understand a little bit more about how this really works. Tomorrow, imagine like we will be adding liquidity, which is 100 ETH. And let me assume like the price of ETH tomorrow is 2,400 per ETH. So for 100 ETH, it is going to cost $240,000. And we need to add $240,000 worth of BCUBE tokens also. So that's how the liquidity pair is created. 100 ETH and 100 ETH worth of BCUBE tokens. And everybody is asking like, what is the listing price of BCUBE tokens? So this is what they are asking. At what price are we adding the liquidity? So we are adding the liquidity at 60 cents. So we have to add 400,000 BCUBE tokens to match it with the liquidity and the price of ETH, 100 ETH. So as soon as we are putting it into liquidity pool, what happens? The bot might try to buy all the tokens or some of the tokens which is available there. So we are putting 400,000. So it might try to grab all this 400 or 200 or 100. It depends. So it will buy and price might pump at that point of time. And then what happens, like there will be some moon boys. The problem is not with the investors. The problem is not with people like who really understand what we are doing and where we are heading towards. But the problem is with the moon boys, because they see only moon. They every day when they open their eyes, they see moon. When they open their computers, they see moon. When they go to bathroom, they see moon. They see moon everywhere. So what happens? These people want to see the moon. They are moon addicted people. And moon addicted people, when they see like that quick green candle there, they can't just sit quiet. They would like to sell it a little bit at least. So this is the problem of the moon boys. This is not the problem of us here. Because I know you guys personally, you know me personally. We know what we are doing and where we are heading towards. Moon boys don't know anybody because they are so much resistant. They are vaccinated against fundamentals of anything. They're just married to moon. So that is the problem. When moon boys come inside, they start to sell a little bit, and bots, which has shown them some kind of, picture of this green candle, will also make some of the moon boys, innocent moon boys, to buy more. And when they start to buy a little bit more, it will start to sell them. The whole mechanics of market making works in this way, because market making is exactly that. Whenever it is low, they will make a software like it keeps accumulating depending on the circulating supply, how much it is at that point of time. They will try to calculate like, okay, there is 400,000 tokens here until next week. Not any new tokens are going to hit apart from this 8.33 and 6.25, which is hitting the market during the private sale and the public sale respectively. So these tokens and these things, they know in their mind. So they keep that as a base and they try to formulate a strategy. That's how market making works. So here also these bots, these so-called sniper bots, they do the same thing. They try to like pump and dump in a kind of like market making way. But the only thing is like market making is an everyday job, like where you try to balance it, like buy above, sell, something like that. But sniper bots will just do it only once. And when it gets enough liquidity, it's going to push the coins. So this is the only way like it's going to dump. And there are like many people who bought it on MantraDAO platform also. So these people, I think half of them, or at least 70% of them, are on our community, and some people are not there because, these are 100% pure moon boys because they don't read the white paper. They don't even know what project is doing. They are just like, okay, Launchpad is launching a project, so they should be good. Fine, let me just buy it. So these people don't know anything like what we are doing or nothing, absolutely. So these people can be selling, and there can be other type of people who are weak hands. When they see the red, they're just shivering. They see that like, okay, BTC is going to like 32,000, next 30,000, like next, what's going to happen? Maybe it will go to zero, and we just have to like grab any money that is going to be there on the screen. So these kind of weak hands also can put some kind of pressure. But in any case, as we have seen the history, enough, we have seen a lot, whether it's in the stock markets, whether it's in the crypto market, whether it's in any type of market. Only one thing wins at the end, and that is fundamentals. And if you have fundamentals, you might get dropped today, tomorrow, or something, but ultimately you will always win. This is the difference between, like some of the shit coins we have on crypto and some of the quality coins that we have. For example, Aave protocol, which was called as ETH Lend, if you guys know it. ETH Lend was almost a penny kind of like coin, very, very low value coin, ETH Lend. Nobody wanted to buy it actually, ETH Lend. And now they rebranded, many things changed, and DeFi, boom came, and they renamed as Aave, and they're doing very good. Why? Because of the fundamentals. And Uniswap, fundamentals. 1inch, it's fundamentals. So fundamental coins will always survive in any kind of markets. I'm not saying they will not fall down. Of course they will fall, because it's the overall sentiments of the people. But there will be always something which will make people to hang on it, like Tron or EOS or XML, anything. All these coins were like too much up during the 2017 bull run. They crashed and they came back. Like Litecoin and all these coins, they came back. They came back only because they have fundamentals. But other kind of coins like Naga token, GAMB, and all these big names, those times in 2017 and 18, where are they today? Where are they actually? Actually, I'm planning to go to police and give complaint about some of the coins, like, because I want to know where they are today. Because I don't know, I cannot find them on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, nowhere. Because either they are delisted, they failed. Many things could have happened. Why? Because there was no fundamentals in them, and we all went in that just because we were also speculating. So that's what I want to say. Like, I'm not really worried about the price thing so much right now, but I'm just thinking about like creating new use cases and launching new products, new stuff, and new exciting things. There are many things that's going to happen going forward, because I'm also like in discussion with certain funds. This is one of the things that I would like to tell you something on the surface level, but I will tell you more in detail after we have a discussion with our lawyers. We have discussion with several other partners, because some of the funds have approached us. Yesterday also I had a meeting with a fund, and they're institution funds, and they want to use our algorithms. Of course, we will not be giving the same algorithms that we have now, because there should be a difference between B2C and B2B side of business. If we give them the same thing, then people who are small investors, they will be at a disadvantage, because the orders will be very big from the institution side. So we have to build something which is custom made for them. So if we make that one, and imagine like we will be, they will be investing anywhere between $5 to $10 million. This will be the minimum paycheck from any B2B side of institution clients in investments. That's very small to them. In that one, let me say at the end of the year, we are making something like 20% profit, because they will be giving 20% profit to us, whatever we make. And imagine like, let's imagine that we are making $1 million profit. So I am thinking as of now, like out of this $1 million, 50% of it can be given to all the token holders in the form of dividend. But I need to speak to lawyers, because the moment you coin this word dividend, it becomes a security token. So we don't know, because we didn't actually advertise BCUBE token as a security token during the ICO. It's a utility token. So I don't know how it will pan out if we change this definition, or if we change this storyline post token sale, or in some other way, if we are making the same thing, like changing the name, like sharing of the network fee or something like that. So we are thinking in every way, but of course we will discuss this with our lawyers like in the next week, and we will come to a conclusion. There's one token which has inspired me a lot, and the name of the token is Nexo, because Nexo is the only token that pays dividend. It's an amazing company. I bought it at 7 cents, and right now it's sitting at $2 or $2.5. It's amazing company. I really love what they are doing, and amazing team and amazing project. Really very strong, fundamentally speaking. And they gave this dividend. So I was always thinking like, like why we can't do something like that? Because there is a B2B side of the business also, along with the B2C side of the business. And if we are providing dividends, it's a kind of passive income onto itself. Because I know like many of our own clients, like who bought during the seed round or afterwards, later on rounds, they're having a lot of tokens. So even like few cents per token for their big bags, it's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be a lot of benefit to them. And we just have like 50 million circulating supply, which will be reduced to 25 million over a period of time. We will be burning our tokens. So for 25 million tokens, so much of like dividends, it's going to be a very big thing. So this will trigger a lot of interest, and it will make a lot of noise. This is just one of the things that I'm saying, what we are thinking, just one of the things. There are several things like that, which is very innovative. So I'm not worried about the future of our tokens. I'm not worried about anything going forward because everything has been well planned and we have well thought about it. We have thought about the pros, we have thought about the cons, we have thought about every single thing in every single angle. So Mark, I think this is a very big answer for your very short question, but I think it has solved the questions of many people here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did notice there are a few questions in the chat, by the way, if anyone's checking.
Cool. Okay. And if I don't claim it, are the tokens considered stacked on my behalf? No, absolutely not. If you don't claim it, like it will be there in our wallet, which you have to claim it first into your, your wallet. And for staking, we will be having a different contract. It's called a staking contract. So from that, it is going to happen. If I want to stake later, it's better to me to claim tokens to MetaMask or leave it on the dashboard. Just leave it on the dashboard as of now. You don't have to claim it as of now. Just leave it there. And when the staking contract is ready, then you can claim all the tokens at once and send it there for all the benefits, of course, of the free bots and APR and many more things that we are going to bring. We can use Uniswap version 2 to transfer BCUBE to our wallet, such as MetaMask, correct? Everyone, can you confirm me with this one? The question is, can we use Uniswap version 2 to transfer BCUBE to our wallet, such as MetaMask?
Actually, I think like this person who asked this question is a little bit confused. You don't need Uniswap to transfer the BCUBE to your wallet. Actually, this is what Guru was explaining. You will have an interface on the dashboard to claim your tokens. And when you claim it, it will come actually to your wallet. Uniswap is not used for that purpose. Uniswap is used if you want to sell or buy tokens. It's an exchange. So this is the purpose of Uniswap. So I think you confuse two things and mix them together, but this is two different things.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for the clarification. Okay, Moon boys are like bling people trying to play poker. Oh, I think they really. I wish they really play poker actually, because it's much worse than that. Is there will be some link to chart for BCUBE to check prices? Oh yeah, sure. Because like how we have CoinMarketCap, of course we are already listed on CoinMarketCap, but our status is unlisted, which is because we are not listed yet. So once we are listed, we will be giving them all the details, like what is the total circulating supply, what is the present circulating supply, the price and the team and every details what they want, because it's quite serious actually on CoinMarketCap. So once we give that, probably they might take like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, we don't know, but it will get listed after that. And we will also be applying for CoinGecko, because on CoinGecko, it's a little bit different. They take applications only after listing. Before the listing, they don't take it. We tried to do many things there, but it didn't work out. So we had discussion there and we left it there. So tomorrow onwards, we will be catching hold of them. And yes, there is one website called dextools.io. But anyway, we will be giving you all these things tomorrow, all the information related to that. So on dextools.io, you will be able to check BCUBE prices in real time. It is something like CoinMarketCap for Uniswap. It is something like decentralized exchange CoinMarketCap. So there you will be able to check BCUBE's prices like second on second. Like now how we are checking the bot trades on CoinMarketCap or like on Binance every second, you will be able to do the same thing on DEX tools with BCUBE tokens. How soon can I stake and get started with a bot? Our tokens with BCUBE 100 minus 8.3 is equal to 9.2 defined as staker tokens. Okay, first part of the question I'm clear, but second part of the question I didn't understand. How soon can I stake and get started with a bot? Probably like in another 3 to 4 months, because we want everybody to come out of the staking, come out of the vesting. Some people are still under vesting, which in that case, they will not be able to use the bots. So it will be not so good for even the early investors, like who came, and even they should get this kind of benefits. So we thought like, okay, let's let everybody be out of the vesting, and then we can start to everybody all at once. So this is the whole purpose of making it after a few months. And second part of the question, Mark, I didn't understand.
Sorry, ignore part 2. You answered it earlier. The dashboard tokens are not considered as being staked. So thank you.
Okay, cool, perfect. So maybe the coin will be treated as a security by doing so. So you need to be careful with the law for sure. Exactly. That's why we are discussing with our lawyers, like if it's possible like that, or if there is any other way in which we can do it. Because I've also seen some tokens, which is absolutely utility token, but they're calling something like payment of network fees. But technically speaking, network fees and dividends, they both are the same, because essentially you are getting paid something. But whether it's a promise of profit or not, we have to see it, because SEC clearly defines any promise of profit is considered as a security token. So this should not be a promise of profit, but we have to formulate the words in a different way. And we have to come out with a new outlook on this whole thing. But anyway, we will discuss with the lawyers and we'll come out with a solution, because it also depends on the legislations and the regulations that we have in France, because it's very much related to that. Distributing dividends would be amazing. I think Remy is buying more tomorrow only because of this news. Thanks, Remy. Thanks for the clarification. Okay. When Binance? The answer is very next to it. When ban? Regarding the burning, do you burn 50% tokens at once, or do you consider every transaction as some percentage of tokens to be burned? If nobody will burn all the tokens immediately like that, 50% of it, and it's a very big amount. We'll not be burning in that way, but when we open this payment with BCUBE tokens on the platform, what we are planning to do is imagine like if somebody is trying to buy bots or services using BCUBE tokens, because in the future we will also have education platform. And on the education platform, we are also planning to have real education, like learning how to code smart contracts, knowing how you can, create liquidity pool on Uniswap. And what is Uniswap version 1, version 2, version 3. So these are really linked to blockchain education. These kind of courses we are having. And if somebody pays us $300 worth of BCUBE tokens, it's not 300 USDT, but $300 worth of BCUBE tokens, or let me say like 300 BCUBE tokens. If they're paying it, so that's the payment that we are receiving in BCUBE. In that payment, we are going to burn certain percentages. It can be 10%, it can be 5%, it can be 8%, depending on the roadmap that we have in the white paper. So we'll be burning it slowly in that way, like however we have defined it before. And we keep doing that until we reduce the circulating supply from 50 million to 25 million. And can you please send the link where we can check the BCUBE chart? Yeah, of course, sure. It will be there. It will be there. Before the listing, we are going to announce everything on ICO announcements page. And yeah, like everywhere, in all our channels, we will be giving you those details. Maybe calling it miner's fee. Not sure if that can be possible, because we are a token and not a coin. Dextools.io is the website which shows real-time chart of the price of the coin. Exactly. So it's the same website what Rohit has posted. This is the same website where you will be able to track the prices of BCUBE in real time. Remy, yeah. Why ban? It's a real question. I don't need to know everything. When Binance, let's ask CZ for that, and then they will make the first post. Because if you don't know how Binance works or any big exchange like KuCoin works, you're not supposed to, say this to anybody. You are not supposed to announce it to public. You have to apply there, and there will be an application which will be very big. Then there will be due diligence, and there'll be several meetings. And after that, they are going to make the announcement first. It's not us. They are going to make it first. In case if we make it first, before they are making it, then we are disqualified, and then we can never go there. So it's not working like how people think, like we have to apply for the exchange and they will take us in. No, it's not going to work like that. And especially some big exchanges, as I know from my contacts and sources within the crypto industry, these kind of exchanges will take $1 million at least, or let me say a few $1 million, plus certain percentage of total circulating supply as kind of gift to them. So it's a lot of thing to go on any big exchanges. It's not so easy to get in, but even if you get in, there is a lot of things that you need to do to finally get listed there. The best strategy is not to approach any of these people right now. The best strategy is to stand out in the market. Do what you're doing and you stand out. Once you stand out, then people will come. Look, like every time, whenever I speak to any entrepreneur in our startup community or something, I always tell one thing: don't come to business for making money. Please don't start a business for making money. Start a business if you have passion for it. Start a business like if you believe in what you are doing, because money is a byproduct of that. You don't have to think about money and do something. You do what you're doing and money will follow. It's the same logic even here also. You do your business properly. You build your product, which people want, which makes difference in their life. And when you build something very good, very great, it will have a value for it. And people will search for you. And I don't know how many people know here Winklevoss brothers. Winklevoss brothers. Do you guys know him? He's the same founder of this Gemini exchange, these twins from United States who promote Bitcoin in a big way. If you go on Winklevoss Capital, these people are having a venture capital fund. There is no email. There is no contact forum, nothing on their website. But they have listed their portfolio companies and everything. And do you know what they write at the contact place? They will tell you that if you're good, we will find you. That's the way it works. If you're good, if you're making noise, they will find you wherever you are. So let's allow them to approach us. Like right now, we will go with our product development and our core fundamentals, making them strong. We have 6 more minutes, so I will go through the questions. You could call them loyalty rewards instead of tokens. I mean dividend. Loyalty rewards, well, yeah, it's a good idea actually. Yes, we can call it that way. But in case if we have to justify it, then we have to justify like how long the tokens were in the wallet without being moved outside of the wallet. And it will make super sense only when we have our own wallet. Like if we have BCUBE wallet, then yes, it can be justified. But if it is a MetaMask wallet or MyEther's wallet or something like that, I don't know how it works. That is why it's very important for us to take legal opinion here before proceeding towards that. If it's considered security, you will not even be allowed to sell a BCUBE on your platform. You will need special license for this. No, it's not really true because we have sold the tokens on our platform, which is perfectly fine according to French regulations. That's not a problem at all. We have not only taken the permission from the French regulators, but also met the lawyers who are very top lawyers for blockchain and cryptocurrencies in France. And they are like guiding us in every step. And next we are going for digital asset service provider license in France. So they are guiding us in this process also. So yeah, like we are safe in that way. It's not a problem for us. Would it be possible to choose different strategies on the DeFi stake and trade product? Sure, but it's there in the roadmap next year. So there can be several other products along with that one. So definitely you can select, yes. What is factor investing? Factor investing is a new strategy which is going on in the hedge funds, especially with BlackRock investments. What they do is they select any two different types of assets. One asset they go long, another asset they go short. For example, recently we saw Matic, which is a layer 2 on top of Ethereum blockchain, doing very good because the adoption is getting so fast and they are introducing it to several chains. So it will be a multi-chain. Then it is going to explode a lot. So there was a news, there was a story, there was fundamentally something changing in this one. So at this point of time, we can go long on that and we can go short on some other asset. But imagine like the long positions that you are in is going something like 50, 60%. And the short position that you are in going down by like 40%. The difference amount should always be in positive. So this is called as factor investing. It's quite famous in stock markets, for example. Quite recently, I met an expert who trades on NASDAQ in US stock exchange, but he's very, very good at S&P 500. So he made a strategy of shorting Tesla and going long on some pharmaceutical stocks. And they were making very good profit there. And he was speaking to me like such a thing can be done even for cryptocurrencies also. I need to have more deep discussion with him, like how exactly we can apply it here. But it's a very good concept. It's been proven to be very successful in all types of market. Kelly, sounds like a good idea. Maybe integrating a kind points system where you would get loyalty reward points, which could be converted to BCUBE tokens. I'm 95% sure this way we don't have to pay taxes and these reward schemes are not strictly regulated either. Absolutely. So as you're saying, you're 95% confident, even I am 95% confident. For the rest 5%, we will have to go back to lawyers. So, okay. Releasing product for institutional investors is a completely different level. How BCUBE token will be used there? What would be the impact on the demand of BCUBE token if institutions use it to pay BCUBE bots? Well, institutions will not be using BCUBE tokens. They don't need to use that. And we don't want them to use it also. We just want them to pay us money. Got it? Because imagine like it's a $10 million check. We are taking something like 3% or 5% management fees initially. So that itself will be $50,000. Immediately that will be converted to BCUBE tokens. Whatever fees we are getting in fiat currencies, that will be converted to BCUBE tokens from next month. So we'll be converting immediately all the fiat reserves that we have into BCUBE tokens. In the same way, like whatever the money they are giving, that will be converted to BCUBE tokens. And in fact, the profit sharing, what they will make and the reward points or AKA dividends that we are planning to pay will also be converted from the same money to BCUBE tokens, and the same money will be given in the form of rewards. So that's how it is going to help, but we cannot really ask in the institution, or we cannot force them to use only BCUBE tokens. That's not how it's going to work with the institution side. I think after we get the DEX bot, we don't need to pay Binance. They will come crying after us. Absolutely, that's true to a certain level. I'm saying certain level, not completely, because imagine like if we want to buy $100,000 worth of Ethereum, for example, there will be a slippage of at least 0.1% or probably like 0.5%. And imagine if everybody is using DexBot and we will scale to something like $1 million. If we are buying $1 million worth of Ethereum on Dex, surely there is going to be a huge slippage, 1 or 2%. So the Dex bot is a very long-term strategy. As of now, we will be good for next, like 1 year, 2 years or something. It will be absolutely good. But in that 1 or 2 years, even these DEX also will be getting more and more matured. I mean, like Uniswap, Balancer, 1inch, all these DEX platforms, they are getting more and more matured as we go. As of now, the liquidity is not so great like we see on Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, or Kraken, or Binance, or any of these kind of exchanges. The reason is very simple, that we still need some tools for decentralized exchange to make it more easy for people to use it. Because even now it's more for software engineers, or even now it's more for like people who are very smart to use these private keys and to integrate the MetaMask on their browser. It's not for everybody, but anybody can just have an email account, just a password, go on Binance, open an account and start trading. So simple. So this is the only reason why people are still not moving outside of centralized exchange. But after we are seeing a lot of SAFUs and a lot of things that's going on the centralized exchanges, people will slowly move towards decentralized exchange, and this is going to gain a lot of traction. So DexBot will be a killer going forward, because that is the future. Decentralized exchanges are the future. We didn't see so many MetaMask wallets 3 years ago or 4 years ago, but we are seeing it now. It became almost normal now. Everybody is using it. So yeah, let's hope like we will get that kind of liquidity on decentralized exchange also to make all these things possible. It's better to invest the money in the project than to pay exchanges for listing. Absolutely, that I totally agree, and that's what I believe in also. Because why we have to pay $1 million for any big exchanges? Just give me one good reason why we have to pay $1 million for an exchange. And trust me, let me tell you, like, okay, I will sell all my personal Bitcoins that I have and I will be able to give this money to them. Okay, let me just assume for a second. Do you really think volumes will come just because you are on a big exchange? Definitely not. Definitely not. People need to know who you are. People need to know what you are doing, what you have done so far. You have to do that. Just because, like a horse gets dressed like a businessman and goes to a party, doesn't mean everybody will treat that one as a human being. No, it's still a horse, still a baby. Doesn't work like that. You have to go step by step. You have to go there. You have to get matured a little bit, make some noise. On trading side also, make some good volumes, because that's what centralized exchanges care the most. You have to create the volumes, which means like there are a lot of people trading on it. Create more utility for the token. Do something amazing. Then it will be very easy. Then people will think like, okay, if you go on the big exchange, you already have a big name, so it will be more explosive after that. But with nothing, if you're just a small project, which is not so much known, just because you're going to a big project, doesn't mean like you will get any traction there. It's always like people are asking, when Coinbase, when Binance, when KuCoin? Yeah, it can be tomorrow, but what's the whole point of it? And after going there, they will again cry, like, why it's not going? Yeah, it's the same. It was much better when it was on Uniswap. You made it to come on this, and it's not happening now. So just relax and be patient. It will be everywhere. I'm promising you, it will be everywhere, but not because we are paying them. If it's a question of paying, let's do it also. But the paying will be more right now, and the result and impact will be less compared to gaining the traction later on and going to them by paying, of course, a little bit less, but the impact is more. Let's go to a market cap of at least 10 or $15 million and go to them. Then we will have some respect. Okay, $15 million project is coming to me to speak. I will have a chat with him. If we go like and say that like, you know what, I'm a project, $1 million worth, and I would like to list on your token. He will be like, man, please get out from here. I don't want to even talk to you, or I don't want to even see you. I'm a multi-billion-dollar exchange, and why would I like to, like get you, and what is the benefit of it? We need to be smart. We need to create some products which will also help that particular exchange. We need to tell them like, you know what, I've created some bots only for your exchange. And this is how much daily transaction that we are doing in your exchange. We are giving you like $20 million of trading every single day in volumes. If you don't list us or if you don't want us, I am going to another exchange and I will create volumes for them. You know what? They will beg you to stay with them. That's how you will negotiate. And if you go now, you are on a very weak foot. You will not be able to negotiate anything. You will have to listen what they are saying. Always, we should be in a place where we command and not we get commanded. So please understand that. And Binance or big exchanges definitely is there in my mind. Definitely, it's a very big thing for us also to be on a big prestigious exchange. Let's go there at the right time. Regarding free bots, how long we should wait to have a bot? If I have 3,000 worth of BCUBE tokens, am I going to have a bot or multiple bots? That depends on the, tiers that we have designed. $1,000, you will get one bot for free, definitely. But 3,000, I don't think so. We have any tiers for that. It's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25, and 50, because there will be many other things which will be coming along with that one. So you will be having one bot for free, but for $3,000, maybe you will be getting other kind of benefits, which will be defining more, because in white paper, you have just education, bots, and few things, but there are a whole lot of things that's going to come very soon. Because I don't want to sell a single BCUBE token. It is a long-term investment for me. You will not regret that. That's all I would like to tell, but I will not tell more things because I don't want to get in trouble with any kind of regulators for saying that, because I'm the owner of the project. So I have to be very careful about what I speak. But I will just tell you that you will not regret. Technical question for Erwan. What are the current IT challenges are you planning to resolve within the next few weeks? Over to you, Erwan.
Okay. So there are many different IT challenges because we have many new products which are going to come in the roadmap. So first thing is that we are going to release several new bots for futures. So we have to integrate them in our current platform, and also like the way how this bot work is different than the current bot what we have. So we will have to make evolution to our current execution engine to allow to execute this different kind of strategy, and to make our execution engine also much lower latency. It's already a low latency execution engine, but we have to even reduce even more like the latency to execute this kind of strategies. So like technically speaking, it's not so simple. So this is one of the main challenges we will have like for the next weeks and next months. Then we are also going to release like next year the build your own AI ML bot, which is also another important challenge from technical point of view. We need to make backtesting engine very efficient, very fast. So normally how it is done is using like C or C++ language for maximum performance, because when we allow this feature, it means like thousands of people have to backtest their strategies every day, and it has to go very fast, and we have to scale to a lot of people also to allow them to backtest their strategy every day on our platform. So this is another like important challenge which we have in our roadmap. And then we are going also to completely refresh the front end and back end of the website. This is not the biggest challenge because this is more like traditional IT work, but this is one important aspect. Also, we want to completely refresh, make a new front end interface with a new design and new like UX, UI UX for the user. So this is part of our roadmap also. This is not the most challenging, but this is what will bring a lot of value also to the product, because always people want to see like nice interface. And sometimes you have even like some very shitty product, but we have a very beautiful interface and people will love it. But in our case, we already have a good product, but if we have also like a much better interface, then people will love it even more. So that's why it's also very important. So this is the main challenge which I can see like for the next month and next 1 or 2 years, I would say.
Thanks, everyone. Moving on to another question. I think this is the last one. There was a discussion regarding staking, but staking needs minimum 5K amount of tokens. Isn't this somewhat unfair to the people who hold lower amount of tokens? Maybe possible, absolutely true. But like we cannot make everybody happy at the same time. Even we have like many things in our mind, but practically it's not possible because that's how the things are. But having said that, we will see at the time of staking, when we are bringing the staking into a live production, we will see how many wallets are there, first of all. How many people are really holding BCUBE tokens in their wallet? Based on their wallet, we will try to divide the pool size, because presently the pool size is 6 million tokens. So we will divide like 6 million by 1,000 wallets, 2,000 wallets, and we will get some kind of like an average figure. That average figure is what we will take it as a base, so that all the wallets will be able to participate, at least with something. Okay, at least with something, I'm saying. But having said that, if somebody is having 100 tokens, and if we have to give them the chance, it's not possible, because even on Binance, there is staking things which is possible. But even they're asking sometimes the minimum staking limit for you to earn APR. Binance is having projects like that gives APR of 100%, 30%, 20%. It depends on the project. But again, like it depends on the minimum and also the maximum will be there. So we have to think about it, like what will be the minimum and maximum. But we believe in all inclusive environment, all inclusive society. So we will not be leaving behind somebody just because they're a small investor. And we will not be just keeping somebody on our head just because they are a big investor. Absolutely, everybody is important to us, and we will definitely think about it. And if you are that small investor right now who is concerned about it, don't be so much worried about that. We will think about it and we'll come out with a solution. A big kudos to BCUBE team. I'm happy to see how resilient you are. What a journey so far, and the best is coming. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Remy. That means a lot to us. Great session. Have to go. Best of luck. All the best, Chris, for you too. Bye. Thank you for taking the time to make this AMA session happen and to answer all the questions professionally. Have a great weekend, guys, and try to have some rest. Looking forward to tomorrow's Uniswap listing. See you on Telegram. Thank you so much, Gary. He's my personal friend, so we will catch up. Many thanks, Guru. This was awesome. Thanks, Rohit. Thanks, Evi. Thanks, Leon. So thank you, everybody, for being here on a Saturday afternoon. It was amazing talking to you all. And I would like to have at least one AMA session every month, just to, like keep you updated about what we are doing and where we are. And if we need some help from you guys, anything, to have a discussion with you, because we are all together in this one. So if we can help each other, that would be very great. So we will be making that kind of session once in a month. Otherwise, also every Saturdays, I'm making my educational webinars. That's totally a different thing. That's totally different thing, because that is more linked to the educational angle of the project, and which is for our community and our clients. And there is another part of the project, which is about speaking about the project and development of the project itself. So for that one, we will have it once in a month, and we will all gather together, discuss more, brainstorm more, collect our ideas, try to do something great, because that's how a big company is made. A big company is not made out of few people. It's made out of a collective intelligence. And that's what we all need. Okay, it was really amazing. And I'm very happy like you all could make on a Saturday afternoon to be here with us and to have this amazing conversation. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to meet you all once again. And we'll catch up on Telegram and continue our discussion there. Or anyways, you always know where to reach out to me if you have something. And until then, have a nice day. Have a wonderful weekend. And let's hope there'll be amazing listing tomorrow. And BTC is not going to dump like shit, like how it is doing now. And let's hope like there'll be some relief in the market so that we all go to moon.
Hey, could I ask one quick question? I see in the dashboard, the contribution is still there. Does that mean buying is still open for people who want to pick up extras now or no?
We are keeping it because people will ask us this question and we can divert them to Uniswap tomorrow.
Okay, no problem.
I click on tomorrow morning, this contribution tab will disappear. And also instead you will see the claim. It can
Oh, got it.
be-
Okay, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry for the last minute interruption.
No problem. Thank you, friends. Thanks, everyone.
Guru, there is a last question. There is one question on chat. How
Please.
one can join the education session?
If you are using any bots of BCUBE, which you can probably buy on the bcube.ai website, then you will be in our special Telegram group, and there will be some other privileges that you will be able to join it, of course. But even otherwise, like when the staking comes, then you will be having those privileges also. You can always participate in the educational thing. We are also planning to make one more group of holders of tokens, but we are already having too many groups now, and we are getting confused like which group we are in. And there are some fake groups also coming up by name BCUBE, which is not even belonging to us. Anyway, we will think about that, and we will definitely try to do everything for our token holders and our people. For other people, I'm not answerable. I don't give anything for other people, but if somebody belongs to our family, we take care of them, and we will see to that they get everything.
Thank you very much.
Shana, thanks and the question again. Okay, then thanks guys. Then have a nice day, have a nice Saturday, have a nice weekend. See you all very soon. Bye-bye. Ciao. Ciao. Bye.
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 Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Guru. Thanks, everyone.